Lagos State Government advocates effective public service delivery. House of Representatives expresses openness to discuss abolition of death penalty. On the foreign scene, North America braces for President Trump's new tariffs as deadline looms. In sport, former Super Eagles captain Joseph Yobo urges team to avoid slow start at 2025 AFCON. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State government has restated its dedication to delivering effective and efficient public service in line with the Themes Plus agenda of transforming Lagos into a 21st century economy. Speaking at the opening of a 3-day retreat organized for chief executive officers and heads of parastatals agencies and government-owned companies in Lagos at the Jubilee Charlotte, Ekpe, the head of service, Olabode Aguru, said the goal is to enhance collective leadership and governance capacity in the state. He stated that the retreat offers an invaluable opportunity to reflect on collective mandate, review various agencies' strategies, and align efforts towards effectively achieving the fourth pillar of these administration's Themes Plus agenda. Aguru said leadership in the public sector comes with unique challenges such as balancing service delivery with revenue generation, navigating resource constraint, and fostering innovation within bureaucratic systems. Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development has reaffirmed its commitment to strategic collaboration with various sectors of society to create a conducive environment for youth to maximize their potential. Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlinde, stated this in his welcome address at a 3-day retreat organized for the ministry's technical working group in Ikeja. He said with over 70% of Lagos residents under the age of 35, the youth not only represent a significant demographic, but also a crucial force for the future of the state. Lagos State Government has further reinforced its commitment to quality healthcare delivery with the inauguration of the 2 newly upgraded farm-grade warehouses at the Lagos State Medical Store, Oshodi. The state-of-the-art facilities will significantly enhance the storage and distribution of essential medicines, ensuring efficiency, safety, and accessibility for Lagos residents. Special Advisor to the Governor on Health, Kemi Ogunyemi, highlighted the significance of the project, describing it as a crucial step in fortifying Lagos' healthcare supply chain. Ogunyemi noted that Lagos is among 21 states selected by the National Product Supply Chain Management Program for infrastructural upgrades under the Resilient and Sustainable System for Health Grant 2, funded by the Global Fund and facilitated through UNICEF. She emphasized that the newly commissioned warehouses are equipped with temperature control systems, laboratories for drug analysis, cold rooms, inventory management technologies, alternative power sources, and advanced security features to meet national standards. Sokoto State Police Command has announced that it will begin full enforcement of the third-party motor vehicle insurance policy from February 1. This move is in compliance with directives from the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, and aligns with the Insurance Act and the Motor Vehicle Third-Party Insurance Act, which require all vehicle owners to have at least third-party insurance coverage. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Ahmed Rufai, in a statement says the command has observed that a significant number of vehicles in the state lack proper insurance coverage. Rufai highlighted some of the benefit of third-party insurance, which include providing compensation to victims of road accident and covering injuries and damages sustained during travel. He urges all vehicle owners in the state to obtain valid third-party insurance before the deadline to avoid legal consequences, reiterating the command's commitment to road safety. The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, in Yobe State has intercepted 21 minors suspected to be victims of human trafficking at a checkpoint in the state. The children, aged 7 to 15, were discovered in a Toyota Hiace bus at the Gaidam control point in Denari near the border with Niger Republic. Their guardian, one Abubakar Seidu, who is an Islamic school teacher from Anaba Magama local government area of Niger State, was also apprehended. According to the controller of the Yobe State Command, Samuel Jega, the minors had no knowledge of their destination and they also lacked a valid travel document and identification. Jega stated that the minors will be handed over to the relevant authorities for investigation and prosecution. Now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives is open to discussions on whether Nigeria should abolish the death penalty. Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu made this known during a meeting with a delegation from the Death Penalty Project and officials of the British High Commission in Abuja. Kalu noted that while Nigeria has maintained a moratorium on execution since 2014, the death penalty remains legal for crimes such as murder, armed robbery and treason. He also pointed out that over 130 countries around the world have abolished the death penalty either in law or in practice. According to the Deputy Speaker, the laws in the country take into consideration the context of the environment, noting that the current legal framework allows for capital punishment for offences such as murder, armed robbery and treason. Earlier, the leader of the delegation, Sal Lafronde, said his team is in Nigeria to seek the collaboration of the National Assembly for the potential abolition of capital punishment. The registration for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME has been shifted to Monday, February 3, instead of Friday, January 31, as earlier scheduled. In a statement, Public Communication Advisor of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, Fabian Benjamin, says the change was necessary to allow the board to implement essential adjustment to its registration template. Benjamin says the board discovered that some computer-based test CBT centers had used deceptive facilities to be approved, prompting the need for further scrutiny and corrections by disapproving such centers. He adds that the additional time will be used to ensure that all necessary changes are made for a smooth registration process. In foreign news now, companies, consumers and farmers across North America have braced up for United States President Donald Trump to impose a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican import within hours. And this move could disrupt nearly $1.6 trillion in annual trade. Trump has set a Saturday deadline to impose the punitive duties over his demands that Canada and Mexico take stronger action to halt the flow of illegal migrants and the deadly opioid fentanyl and prosecutor chemicals into the U.S. The United States president also said he's still considering an additional 10% tariff on Chinese imports to punish Beijing for its part. In sport now, former Super Eagles captain Joseph Iyobo has urged the team to strive to have a good start at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The three-time African champions are pitted in Group C with Tunisia, Uganda and Tanzania. According to Yobo, a good start is very important and the first two games are very important. He also warned the team against viewing their opponent as underdogs because experiences at the least AFCON showed that underdogs are capable of pulling surprises. The Super Eagles will begin the campaign against the Taiwo Stars of Tanzania in Fez on Tuesday, December 23. And that's it on the news at 6. But just before we go, always obey road signs and traffic lights. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that's the Sanwo-Olu administration strengthened alliance with 200 representatives from various women-focused NGOs in the state as part of an effort to alleviate the economic plight of women residents in the state? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has restated its dedication to delivering effective and efficient public services in line with the Theme Plus agenda of transforming Lagos into a 21st century economy. Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives Benjamin Kalu has hinted that the lawmakers are open to discussions on whether Nigeria should abolish the death penalty. He made this known during a meeting with a delegation from the Death Penalty Project and officials of the British High Commission in Nigeria. We also told you that companies, consumers and farmers across North America have braced up for United States President Donald Trump to impose a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican import within hours. Finally, sport former Super Eagles captain Joseph Yobo has urged the team to strive to have a good start at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwoporoku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.